Arena Grappling versus Series 6. We are finally here at the main event. What an incredible night of matches it's been. And finally, out of the blue corner, Mr. Andrew Kochel.
Andrew Kochel, coming in very one of a kind. If you know him, you know him. I love it. Out of Valley Jiu-Jitsu, a black belt. Instagram has him at a 62% chance of winning in this 170-pound debut for Mr. Kochel. I love it. He takes the last name and runs with it, and I'm interested.
Talk about it.
And our second half of our main event, out of the red corner,
CJ Berkheimer, a purple belt out of Paramount Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He is no stranger to the arena grappling format. He is currently 3-1, looking to go 4-1 today against a very seasoned black belt of Andrew Kochel. Or Kochel, I'm sorry, to be corrected.
You think with a chin like Berkheimer's, Kochel's going to be looking to attack that vulnerability early on?
Yes, I'm excited and I'm nervous. This is going to be a fun exchange. CJ has been looking very promising, very much so on the come up, but Andrew Kochel, a veteran, so this is going to be a fun match.
Berkheimer, one of the submission leaders in the arenaverse, with if I'm not mistaken, 5 submissions inside the arena.
Wow.
I honestly don't remember, but that's probably accurate if he's 3-1. And he's had a lot of submissions. And right to it, the guys will go into the collar tie. CJ on the feet, pushing Kochel away. Will find himself against the cage.
Kochel has a wild energy.
This one's not going to be boring.
This one is not boring at all, for sure. I love it. I love it. You can see the cage moving from the angle.
Great job by Berkheimer not getting bullied by Kochel early on.
Oh, that's a great
I love it. I absolutely like it. Kochel just forward pressuring, throwing Berkheimer into the cage, but CJ staying very composed.
This is a collar tie.
Almost a foot sweep by Kochel.
These collar ties and foot sweeps look a lot more like punches and kicks, I must say.
And CJ's been training here a lot, right? Using the cage when he can?
CJ does train here a lot. Paramount is the sister school of Droogs, so CJ is a great inspiration to a lot of the younger guys that we have here coming up at Droogs, and he's really coming up at Paramount as well, so this is a great match for him.
And then I know Andrew is just one of the most talented.
Andrew's a gamer, man. That's why I think this stylistically is going to be fun. And you know, I'm excited for both guys because Andrew is so dynamic, but CJ, he plays a lot of guard, and he's been looking really good on the feet recently. I think the cage is slippery, though.
It's a little slippery.
Yeah. And CJ will take bottom.
Takes bottom. I don't know if that was a slip or if he was...
It's hard to tell. I feel like I've seen a lot of slippages tonight. Andrew right in on the guillotine. CJ respecting it with his left hand, pulling down on the neck to give himself some room to breathe. Taking some time.
Go from here. It looks like Kochel has the far side underhook, which is going to give him some opportunity to pass.
CJ doing a good job of peeling the neck, though, peeling that wrist back from his neck, so he has some room.
Staying tight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kochel staying patient. So, when you see what the next move is.
Very nice guard from CJ.
Berkheimer recovers his guard,
but he does have to watch that arm.
Yeah.
And they'll separate. Beautiful. If I'm CJ, I'm definitely watching those straight foot locks that Andrew is very well known for.
Berkheimer doing a good job early of controlling Kochel's wild pace.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Staying very sticky too. Very nice control.
Kochel just diving and hunting for leg locks.
Come up. And you know, you want a possible bolo attempt. And he is almost there. And he will take the top and hold. But a buggy choke is on the horizon. Into a switch. What is happening here? I love it.
Buggy to buggy, but an armbar.
Oh my goodness.
But a stack, very nice control. Oh my goodness. Woo! It's extra hot in here. I'm loving it. That was a chain of events.
Competitors need a little breather.
We saw buggy to armbar, and now CJ is back on the bottom in a half guard, and Andrew's on the top. Did that happen in like a 30-second phase, or?
That was quick.
My heart is pumping.
I don't even know what just happened there.
I can only imagine what those guys are feeling because my adrenaline is surging after.
My asthma's kicking in right now. I just don't know what's happening, but very good looks from both guys.
Kochel staying heavy and Berkheimer.
Possible Darce. I don't see where we're at. Okay.
Well, staying dynamic and very sticky with his guard.
Super sticky guard. CJ is known for the guard. He's a great bottom player, but again, I feel like he's been more dynamic on the top. Andrew, great with footlocks,
You can see
and in every
looking
position.
to dive on a straight ankle at any time.
Yeah, for sure. You need to always be aware of your legs when you're going against him.
Both competitors are very aware of each other's games. They both are bigger names in the local jiu-jitsu community, so they have plenty of competition footage on each other.
Andrew coming in on a possible heel hook.
That straight ankle.
Right into honey hole. AJ rolling with it. They're going to be against the cage in this position here.
Hard to break on the cage.
Just a little over a minute though, so CJ staying composed against the cage.
It's going to be hard for Kochel to get the bite that he needs that close to the cage.
He is in though.
Trying to hide his heel.
Looks like he has the saddle in a good position. Berkheimer being smart about not turning out.
That's all you guys.
Andrew looking to adjust. See if he can come back on
This is
that
a tense moment here.
on that heel.
This is a game
But
of vengeance right now. Berkheimer booting through, but Kochel's so good in transition. And Berkheimer out.
yeah, that was a great escape. Personally, I think that was very back and forth between both guys.
As we come up on the final seconds of round one.
Oh my gosh!
Getting a crazy.
And he has a look at the back with 20 seconds right to a knee on belly. What was that?
Okay, Andrew.
Like, I don't even know how to explain what just happened there.
Dynamic
Front flip.
grappler.
If I'm CJ, I'm keeping my arms tight. Woo!
Fantastic round one.
That was a great first round. No subs either side.
Okay, gentlemen.
I don't even know what to expect in round two. That was wild.
Round two coming up.
There were some wild exchanges in that first round.
I know I'm feeling that for them, so I'm curious to see what we're gonna do in round
I know
two.
there's only 30 seconds between rounds, but it feels like it's too much time. Let's get back.
Go.
Let's see the action. Let's see the action. I'm so excited.
Kochel dialed in.
The main event never disappoints.
I've never seen Kochel compete in person. Completely different energy and
Let's
person.
see
It
if
is
he
awesome.
comes out
I
with
completely
his,
agree. Right back to the collar
pads and
ties.
Collar ties, yes.
Both guys were willing to wrestle in round one. Oh, a potential jumping triangle.
Kochel just exploded
Ooh.
through positions here. Berkheimer doing a good job of weathering the storm so far. You got to figure with Kochel's exploding the way he is.
Another attempt at a jumping triangle.
How many jumping attempts can he have?
But CJ slips and finds himself on top.
CJ said, I'm going to take advantage of that, boy.
Holy cow, yes.
Berkheimer looking just to control the pace here early on in the second round.
I think that's a smart decision because Andrew does. He throws the kitchen sink and a lot of times he hits it.
It looks like Kochel does an amazing job at finding submissions in transition.
He's going to be pretty tight on that leg.
Berkheimer's going to have to stay tight to him here. And cross face out.
Very nice cross face to come out.
Knee bar. Kochel just as active on bottom as he is on top.
Kochel's going to have a good look at that arm crush.
It looks like that's what he's going for.
If I'm CJ, I definitely am going to be very aware of my posturing here.
Berkheimer doing a good job of trying to pin the close leg with his knee there and fighting with good head position.
Ooh.
He could have a potential triangle as well, and
Excellent
CJ
job,
slips.
Berkheimer.
CJ's nice with it. Got that good defense.
Good self-awareness for sure.
Berkheimer's sitting back.
I'm wondering if he's thinking about bowling himself. Andrew in on his favorite submission, I think.
That straight ankle lock might have slipped, and Berkheimer now has his hands locked around Kochel's waist, which is going to make it very hard for Kochel to finish that.
It's hard to tell if I'm assuming Andrew's right leg is inside, but if it's not, he could be in double outside ashi, which does give some back exposure potential for CJ. Very technical match. I feel like we've seen a lot of good attempts at submissions and escapes.
Throwing these bolos nonsense. He's going back the other way.
It's technical, but the pace is still very fast. This
Absolutely.
is match of the night for me so far.
Agree. Came here for this.
Yep.
Berkheimer pretty in the face and in the jiu-jitsu. He is smooth to watch.
Oof. Nice almost pass from Kochel, but Berkheimer with good guard retention. Kochel in on that right arm on that ankle.
It looks like he's maybe trying to sit on that ankle lock. He is known for it.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Berkheimer
CJ doing a
again,
good job
very
monitoring where he's at. Both guys very keen on what the time is. We are halfway through round 2 here. No submission so far in arena in our main event.
Some very high-level exchanges thus far in the match. Look like both competitors just taking a bit of a breather before getting back to some explosive scrambling.
Now, how long has CJ been a purple belt for?
To be honest, I actually don't think that long. I want to say maybe a year and a half or 2.
When CJ and I were at Paramount, we got our purple belts at the same time. So that would have been in mid-December of 2021.
Okay, so a little under 2 years for CJ. But Andrew will take the top mount. This is the first very dominant position we're seeing of the evening.
A minute and 45 to work,
now,
too.
Is Kochel the kind of guy who's going to settle into mount, or is he going
He's got some arm exposure, I believe. If we can't super see, but it looks like CJ's left arm is all the way out here, or his right arm, excuse me. I think his right arm is all the way out.
Yep, the fight is definitely happening on that arm isolation over on the far side there.
I'm curious to see where Andrew is going to be taking that arm, but he does have very good wrist control of it. He has it completely on the mat here. CJ does a good job of getting that arm back in tight.
Kochel just suffocating a little bit. He's on short time. He may be looking to parlay this topside position into a stamina advantage going into the 3rd round.
Yeah, I mean, and we're under a minute, so we are in good territory for the defensive person to try to escape. But as Andrew, I think I would maybe be trying to hit that submission, you know?
I didn't think we'd be going into round 3 without a submission for this
You
fight.
know, neither did I. I'm actually quite surprised. But both guys look great.
Yeah.
Very good defense. Use of the cage by CJ here right now.
I can't imagine Berkheimer's going to spend too much energy trying to explode into anything or out of anything on this short time.
Andrew very self-aware of how much time is left. Taking a look at the
Kochel really likes
clock.
diving towards the end of the round.
He's proven very
Just a
successful.
little bit.
He's starting to angle for that guillotine.
Yep.
Taking it into the pocket. It's going to get tight here unless CJ's head can possibly slip out. It's out. Wow. Great defense from
But
CJ.
he's looking for a triangle off
10
it.
seconds left. I think we're going to go to round 3
He's
here.
based in the cage. He's going to survive this round on short time.
Very nice.
Wow.
By both guys.
Round 3 coming up next.
Very explosive final moments in both rounds 1 and rounds 2 for Kochel. You got to think his corner is going to be telling him to get going just a little bit sooner here.
We got sudden death now.
Yeah.
That's it. Submission wins.
Submission wins. And you know, if I'm CJ, I'm excited. Purple belt and black belt. That is, that's really something to say in a 10-minute matchup.
Big opportunity for CJ, and he's looking great so far.
Yeah, either way, I think that's a great win to have.
There's a reason why this was the main event.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely the most exciting one we've watched, even though everyone else has been very exciting. as
You
well.
come in with a chicken mask on, you have my heart.
You have my heart. I love it. Also, his outfit is very nice.
Third and final round.
Swag.
Swag is important.
And Berkheimer just
Pulling.
gets right to the bottom here. Maybe wrestle up off.
Andrew right in on the neck. He'll have a look at a potential darce. CJ threading his butterfly hook in.
I think Andrew's going to be a little bit more aggressive this round.
Kochel's headlocks or something.
He's just got so much skill. Such a veteran in the sport.
And it's not even the skill, it's the overwhelming pace that he puts on to go along with it, and the fact that he's so good in transition.
We got to get his cardio plan.
Yeah, for real. What is that? Just constant pressure from every position. It's like you're never safe, top or bottom.
Well, and he's not even breathing heavy, and his hair's not even that wet. I mean, it's just it's fascinating.
The hair wetness test is definitely something to be considered.
Right?
Berkheimer is inviting Kochel in, and Kochel being respectful of the danger that CJ is presenting here.
So I
Good guard retention.
Good guard.
Sorry, I talked to these guys leading up to the match,
Oh,
and
straight ankle lock attempt.
Andrew said, Andrew said, you're not getting the triangle choke on me. And CJ said, ha ha ha, we'll see. So this is where CJ wants to be. He wants to be in guard.
I love it. That is some fun back and forth banter.
Just because of the nature of CJ's game, he does get a lot of looks at the back too when his bowlers are successful. So another weapon that Berkheimer may be looking to utilize?
So we haven't seen CJ mainly positionally dominant, but we have seen his escapes to be quite good.
Has some arm bar.
Cockle with the armbar. CJ is out, and Cockle in on the legs.
Transitions are.
He has a pretty tight bite, I think, or not a bite. I'm sorry. He has a really tight honey hole where that knee is, and that straight ankle is going to get slightly tight here. He is belly down, and CJ will roll into the cage and slip. Wow.
And Cockle, let's go.
That looks tight.
CJ was in danger there for a second,
I
for
agree.
sure.
I think that looked very tight. But what good defense.
Excellent defensive prowess out of Berkheimer.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed by the escapes and the defense. I'm impressed by Andrew's ability to be so tactical in combination with technique.
And back on that front headlock. Up and uses it to mount.
What a transition.
Serious, was there? He's there. You blink and then he's somewhere else. It's crazy.
A blur to watch.
I'm thinking Andrew's going to need a little bit more of an angle to finish the guillotine.
He's almost in
though.
like a crucifix-y type position with this guillotine, though, right? He's got that forearm stapled, and he's got an underhook.
He is
with
in
this
the
clothesline.
mount though, so I don't know. I just feel like he doesn't look like he has quite the angle yet.
It's just hard for Berkheimer to get control of his arms.
He's connected.
He's working
his
on
arms
it.
are connected. It could be tight here, guys.
That's trouble.
Tight.
CJ's
CJ looking to move around, see if he could free his neck,
Oh, Cockle's really
utilizing
cranking
his
on it
left
now.
wrist, and he's out again. Oh my goodness, CJ Berkheimer, the defense tonight.
Berkheimer surviving.
He's
the
right back
onslaught.
into the reverse De La
Attack.
Hiva. Beautiful looks at it, but Andrew countering
Look
with
at
a straight
that
foot lock.
ankle lock. I tell you, if it's not the straight ankle lock, it's the front headlock here.
You know, this is a great display of jiu-jitsu, and honestly, the mentality behind these guys to be able to keep going through this.
Their chance Berkheimer could climb to the back here.
We got a little over a minute and a half. Andrew in on a straight foot lock.
And Berkheimer locking his feet. to
Being
defend.
smart, very good defense.
And Berkheimer rolling to top position.
Oh gosh.
Cockle getting a bit
He
more
is
of a
definitely
bite
cranking.
on the straight ankle. as
CJ's
a
gonna need to
result.
push his leg further through to get out of that one.
Minute left.
Possibly a toe hold, which is gonna prompt a spin and maybe a back take. Oh,
Berkheimer.
CJ needs to find, a triangle.
He's gonna have to walk into the cage to defend it.
Less than a minute, can he get this finish?
Berkheimer's gonna have to walk
Can
into the cage if he wants
CJ
to
do
defend
another
it.
defense? He's been defending very well. Oh, wow. What a main event of the evening. Absolutely beautiful display of jiu-jitsu from both guys. Very nice. Impressive. I'm impressed. Wow.
That's our main event of the evening.
And your winner of the main event out in the blue corner, the third round triangle choke, Andrew Kochel.
Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your main event winner, Andrew Kochel. Andrew, you got the triangle choke with 40 seconds left of round 3. Why did you make it so close, man? Come on.
Well, I wanted to finish him early with a leg lock, but here they couldn't verge to the back off my leg entanglement, so I was getting a little bit nervous about attacking him ankle locks. I don't give it my back, but probably one of my top 4 submissions since I've been a kid is a triangle, so I know if I got to the triangle, I'd still finish him.
So I don't know if you remember, but during our interview, I asked you, hey, you got anything to say to CJ? Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I said he could never triangle me.
And what did you do?
Triangle him.
That was pretty awesome, man. That's all I got to say. So my last thing from you, man, when can we expect to see you back here in arena grappling?
I'll be back on the next card if you guys want me.
We want you to. Congratulations, Andrew Kochel.